Hello and welcome to another edition of my recent eBay purchases. Just a quick unboxing to make sure everything's okay, there's no damages. Is there a theme to this one? Yes, quite a few digital cameras here if I remember rightly, and some hard drives. So let's get started. Bought quite a bit of stuff lately. I have quite a few different interests with old technology. I plan on doing some videos in the future on various subjects. So I've been buying up a bit of stuff lately. Oh, what's this? Bit of foil there. This is a Quantum Bigfoot hard drive. Stumbled across this recently, reading up on hard drives. Wow. It's a full size, I think it's 5.5 inch IDE hard drive. Apparently these were quite unreliable. It's heavy, die cast. Someone's written on there in pencil, empty, broken, whatever that means. You can actually see inside of it there, you can see the platter inside. That'll be an interesting one to power up. I do plan on doing a video on hard drives, powering up some old MFM drives and see if there's anything on them, because I managed to get hold of a Western Digital controller card recently for MFM drives. This is just standard IDE, so that'll be pretty straightforward. Oh, that's big. On to the next one. I think this is the Amiga hard drive I'm waiting for. Yes, it is. This is a hard drive out of an Amiga 600, I think. It's only 20 megabytes. Again, this is sold as untested. I got it pretty cheap. Thought the ribbon connector and the cradle would be handy. Assembled in Japan. Never heard of that. Prairie Tech. Never heard of that brand before. It's hard to believe that's only 20 megabytes. Huh. Right. This is a digital camera, an unusual one at that. I think this is the Canon. Oh, it's got the original. Oh no, it's a Sony. It's a Sony one. That Canon must be in the other box. Wow. I always find it fascinating getting really old cameras in the original boxes. Someone's taken the time to keep that in storage somewhere. This is actually the Sony Dsc F1. It's the first digital camera they actually did. Built-in memory on this one, 640 by 480 resolution. Let's have a quick look inside, shall we? I'm going to do a separate video on this. There's a power supply in the bottom there, I think. Wow. The instruction manuals in 1997. Software disc. Serial cable. Before USB. Or I think USB was just coming out. Composite video lead. There we go. Wow. I always like this design because you could pivot the lens around. It's in very good condition. Serial number 104890, so probably 4,890 in the run. Takes one of those unusual lip batteries. Lip 10 lithium ion, that won't work anymore, I should imagine. But it's got a mains adapter with it, so I'll be able to run it off the mains. A bit of a dent there on the edge, it's been dropped. But apart from that, it's in really good condition. No, it's not coming on. Didn't expect it to. It's good that it's got all the original packaging. So unusual to see that in a camera of this age. So I'll do a separate video on that. Get it powered up and transfer some files to an old computer using the serial port adapter. Yeah, this is my new soldering or desoldering station. For some of you this will be pretty boring. Basically it's a solder sucker. So you get a solder pump with it as well, and a gun and everything. And it helps you remove components from circuit boards. I did have a normal pump one, but they tend to spray the solder back out. So I thought I'd spend a bit of money. I think that was about £90. You can spend a lot more, but I only use them. Well, I don't use them very often at all. But with having all this old technology now, all these old computers, they do need servicing, and capacitors need changing now and again, and amongst other things. So I thought I'd spend a bit of money and do it all properly. On to the next one. What have we got in here? I think this is the Casio. I've been looking at older digital cameras lately because I've been quite fascinated with the history of them. I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to do a separate video just on digital cameras and how far we've come. I've always liked Casio products. Casio and Sony are my two favourite. There we go. Another unusual one that you can tilt the actual camera all the way around. Some ports on the top there. Video out, digital out, DC in 6 volts. Lock. Oh, that takes just 4 AA batteries. That's good then. No proprietary battery for that. Only downside is to these early digital cameras, if you had one, you'll know that the battery life is pretty poor on them. They don't last very long at all. You need some high amp batteries to go in those. Oh, it's got a compact flash card in it. I wonder what size this is. Probably 8 meg. Yes, 8 megabytes. Nothing these days, is it really? You wouldn't get much on that at all. Right then, last one. Now this, it must be the Canon I've been waiting for. This is a very early digital camera. In fact, it doesn't actually take digital stills. It takes a video still onto a little video disc. It's an unusual box. I think I've opened it upside down. Turn it over. There we go. Certainly got some boxes for the recycling bin. There we are. The Canon Ion still video camera. Ooh, some discs. Oh, that was it. It came with it's got a controller card in there for your computer. That was it, yes, I remember now. Oh, the early day. Oh, that's the cable. Oh, there we go. So you've got a card there, an ISA card, to connect the camera to the computer. That'll be interesting. That'll be a whole video on its own. What that is. I bet this cost a fortune back in the day. I think these came out around about mid-80s, 87. Do some research on that. So look at the camera. These are the discs I was talking about before. They're like a floppy disk, but they're smaller. The camera literally just takes a video still, frame grab, and records onto the disc. And there's the camera. It's quite small actually. Because I do have another one of these, and I'm sure it's bigger than this. We've got quite a few discs with it, which is good, because they can be quite hard to get hold of. In fact, that one's still sealed. Wow. SCART lead there for the video output. The battery's still in its box, so I'm not expecting that to work now. That'll be well past its sell-by date. In fact, I bet it's not even lithium ion. Doesn't actually say. Even got the instruction book in there still. It's amazing how this stuff can all still be in such good condition after all these years. Charger there. Mains lead. Ah. Well, that just about wraps that up. As I said, oh, there's some software on that. Wow, 3.5-inch discs, digitizer software, 5.5-inch floppy, MS-DOS. I can't wait to try that. Yeah, so I think that just about wraps it up. If you've enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll be seeing you.